What a game. What a result for the Reds. 2-0 against Manchester City, and we got 11 points clear of them, 9 points clear of Arsenal, and clearing the Premier League table right now. What, in terms of the hard run as well that we got given, the hard run that everyone was saying, we haven't played anyone yet, Guess what? We've played every single one of them, and we've come out unscathed. We've come out pretty much unbeaten, we've come out pretty much winning nearly every one of them by the Arsenal game. Top of the league. Sensational game there, Cam, won it. Absolutely sensational from start to finish, especially the first half an hour. He absolutely ripped them apart, and they couldn't handle the intensity that we showed them. They did come back a little bit towards the end, but we still got the job done in the end. Mo Salah penalty, as per Mo Salah, is the man of the moment to end pretty much the game. And is it ending City's title challenge?
Yeah, you can never say never, but it would be the greatest comeback, I think, of all time if Man City were able to come back. But what a game! I mean, where do I start with the game? High intensity, we were all over them. You could tell Man City lacked confidence and conviction. And they're still a phenomenal team. You know, we went through a period. Remember when we lost 6 home games on a trot back 3-4 years ago. So confidence is a big thing. But boy, did we make it count. We were a bit wasteful.
I agree with that. I agree on that. Yeah, I do agree with that.
But like, if that could have been 5-6-0,
yeah,
I'll give City 1 goal because Kevin De Bruyne went through because Van Dijk was literally. I think he was bored. Like all
games. Was it? Do you think that was a good save or a bad miss? The De Bruyne one.
I think it was a good save because Keller was right on top of him. He had nowhere to go, so the only place he could have knocked is between his legs, and he tried it, but it's hit his leg, hit his arm underneath, and he brought it in. So, yeah, unless you go around the goalkeeper, Kelleher was right on him.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to go.
I think someone like Haaland, for example, has got more composure on the ball in terms of that situation. Probably scores that, if I'm honest.
Because Haaland would have tried to go around him.
Possibly dink it over him, or like you said, round the keeper. I think round the keeper was probably the option to do because of how close they were.
I don't think the dink was on because he was right on him.
It has to be the finest of dinks. It had to be. I think he could have got it over him. A striker could have got it over him.
Maybe. I mean, Haaland's an elite finisher, so it is possible. But like, I think most strikers would have tried to have nudged it aside and then either take the foul or go around and knock it
around.
But it would have been really unfair, I think, on the teams I've conceded.
It'd been undeserved,
Yeah, we were like they. I don't think they did. I mean, when Doku came on and Savinho came on, they looked a lot more dangerous. But it was like that's just our anxiety, right? I think if you talk to a third party watching a game, like I spoke to my mate, and he was like, "No, you guys looked in total control of the spaces." But I thought Man City looked better with those 2 wingers on. But in hindsight, well, now when I'm relaxed, they didn't create anything.
I do agree on that. I agree. I think Doku and Savinho created more in terms of like space. They were getting in behind our fullbacks easier than the others. But when they pulled something back, there were no one there, and I think that's why it wasn't as dangerous as it could have been because like Haaland wasn't in the right place or didn't have a De Bruyne on the pitch at that point.
Or we controlled the space, the cutbacks, right? We had the defenders in the right place.
As much as they got in behind us and cut it back, and Doku was fantastic when he came on. I think he was their best player just for that half an hour, whatever he played. I think Doku was their best player.
Yeah,
but again, it was no one else there. Yeah, we defended well in and around the box. That's what it was.
Yeah, listen, some players are just faster than you, right? It is what it is. But what you can do is make sure when the cutback comes, you're positioned in the right places.
Yeah.
And like even when Kwanzaa came in, I think it was very good. Looked all right at right back, I thought. Gomez was immense as well. Van Dijk was immense. Yeah. That was Robbo's best game for a long time, I thought. Didn't put a foot wrong, in my opinion.
Who was that?
Robbo.
Oh, yeah, Robbo. Yeah, you know what? Apart from a couple of iffy bits towards the end where he got, I think, Savinho skinned him quite easily. Other than that, he was solid. I agree with that.
Graham match. What a game! It was like, is he the best midfielder in the country right now?
On form, yeah. I've had this conversation before, yeah. I've said this on form. And when I did the Arsenal preview, Cecil and Basil were shocked that I picked Gravenberch in the midfield and said, like a combined 11. They were shocked that I picked Gravenberch over McAllister. So on form, he's been the best midfielder in the league. So, yeah.
Even Curtis Jones, when he came on, he was doing stud rolls and flicks. It was like, I thought someone was smashing because I thought he was, excuse my language, taking the piss. But
that's confidence, isn't it? That's confidence.
Yeah, it is. I love it. But like, if I'm playing against that, he's getting smashed.
I'd hate it. Yeah. 2-0 down. 2-0 down.
You get doing rondos in the middle of the pitch. But like, what a performance! And Nunes, when he came on, super frustrating when he gets caught offside or when he fluffs chances. But my God, the guy is a wrecking machine when he's like pressing. That second goal, I don't think would have happened without his energy. And then sort of Diaz went into Bravo, who I thought, not Bravo, sorry, what's the name of the goalkeeper?
Ortega won it today.
Ortega, who's a very good goalkeeper. Very good goalkeeper. But can you remember Kelleher making a save?
Apart from the De Bruyne one, that's what I'm saying. The defence was just on point today. We sort of kept them outside the box a lot, and when they got inside the box, Haaland wasn't even nowhere to be seen. Haaland didn't even have a sniff. I don't think he had one shot. Really,
I don't want to be overcritical, but we have to be a bit more clinical with our chances.
We do. Because if we're really honest with ourselves here, we've played a City team that are down on confidence. We've played a City team that have lost 5 out of the last 6 before today. Obviously, now they've lost 6 out of the last 7. A City team that is not the same. I posted on Twitter earlier, actually. It's not the same City team as I'm seeing. And I saw, the Man United fan Saeed, he posted saying, like, both Liverpool are that good and City are that bad at the moment. I think that pretty much sums it up, because Liverpool are that good, but I've not seen a City side come to Anfield and be that bad.
Last season, in the second half, we were similar. I thought we were very unlucky.
I don't think they were that bad, though. I think we just had.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? They were just awful today. They did dominate second half. Let's talk about the game then. Let's go first half an hour. It was just Liverpool won it. All Liverpool. That intensity, that proper Anfield drive. We said earlier. We said on the preview, me, Ham, and Reese, we said if we get an early goal, it's going to be a long day for City. And we got an early goal. Could have been a thrashing from there on, really, in terms of the first half an hour. We absolutely battered them. The intensity, that is a proper game. Sunday afternoon game at Anfield, that is. That's a proper game. And we should have killed them off in that first half an hour. That first half, definitely. But the longer it went on, the more City got confident, the more City came back into it. I think we allowed City to come back into it rather than them getting back into it themselves. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you've got to be smart, right? And I think with Slot, he's very tactically flexible, and he doesn't mind sort of giving the ball to the other team and saying, come break us down, and then hitting on counters. So I think, remember, they're playing with 3 centre-backs as well. You have to draw them out. And City are a possession, so they're a possession team, so they are going to at some stage have possession. But I do think, like, you cannot keep that intensity up all game. It's like humanly impossible.
Yeah.
I've seen like people on Twitter going like, how are Liverpool pressing like this? Get the inhalers out again, the whole inhaler thing previously. So I think it's like you've got to come in waves sometimes. And I think we stood back. We had enough defensively to say, come at us, and then we put you on the counter. And we're a great transition team, to be honest with you. So yeah, definitely the first half an hour it was amazing to watch.
The second half, obviously, we went 1-0 up early on. Second half came around, and it was all City. The first 10-15 minutes, it was all City. It was City.
Well, we should have scored.
They should have scored.
Gakpo. Robertson played it through.
He had a few chances, Gakpo. He had a few chances. Again, it was the transitional moments where we had a chance on counter attacks a couple of times. I think we sort of wasted them, but I think that the way City dominated that first 15 minutes was worrying for us, but not just because they were dominating, because we were giving them the ball back so quickly. We kept giving, silly passes, or the clearance weren't good enough, and we messed around with it too much at the back. I didn't like the pass. Sometimes you got to. I know we like the passing around at the back, but sometimes just fucking get it out. Sometimes you got to get it out. And when you play yourself into trouble, that's what City were doing in the first half. That's where we got our confidence from our goal. And it felt like the game had switched a little bit, where it was the way around, where we were starting to do that. The mistakes that they were doing in the first half and giving them confidence. But Virgil and Gomez, Kam, incredible.
Amazing. Just on a point before, City set up some pressing traps, and we were playing triangles. Like the defenders were coming into the middle with their pass, and sometimes it was loose, and then the City players were on top. So I agree with you, but luckily they didn't hit us on those turnovers. But Van Dijk, I think Gary Neville said in the commentary, every cross that came in felt like he was
on it.
I don't care what people say. He's the greatest centre half I've seen in my lifetime, bar none. That's just my opinion. I'll die on that hill.
Most complete.
Yeah, name me another centre back who is as fast as him, better than him in the air, better at reading the game, better passer. He's the most complete centre back of my lifetime.
There's a debate to be had. We will have this debate. Maldini for me is still number one slightly, but
he's a left back.
No, he was a centre back as well for a lot of time. It depends, but I would, because Maldini did go out to the left back quite a bit. You would
have played in a deeper team.
I agree with that. But I think Virgil is the most complete of all time, because, like you said, he's just got everything you need as a centre back. He's a Rolls Royce, and every cross that came in, it was gone out straight into his head.
I said this to a mate of mine who was quite worried about Gomez coming in for Konate, because Konate is a big miss. He's a monster, right? But I said Gomez is one of the best third choice centre backs you can have, in the league. I mean, City probably got more depth. Arsenal got a plethora of centre backs, more than that play fullback as well on a lot of games. But I said this to my mate. I said, whoever plays next to Virgil van Dijk will instantly go up 10-15%.
Yeah.
Because Van Dijk will be telling you what to do. He'll be marshalling you. So Gomez was amazing, to be honest with you. My only thing with Gomez is in the air. He's not aerially as dominant as Konate.
But it's okay with Virgil's doing the job and that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, but my worry was that Haaland would peel off onto go, because listen, if you had to choose to peel off on either Van Dijk or Gomez, you're going to peel off. The problem is when you had Konate, whoever you peeled off on, it's a long day.
It's a physical battle. Yeah,
it's a long day. So you have to play in the spaces rather than try to stand on them, because I think Konate's got the best aerial success rate in Europe or the country. So but Van Dijk, what a performance! Trent, his passing was out this world again.
Yeah.
Did you see that long one where he daisy cut it a little bit? So
was it the one on Salah? Was it early on in the game?
Yeah, not the one we scored. The other
one after. Was it after? Yeah, I know.
What a
peeler, absolute peeler. And Salah's passing is just getting better and better. Salah's outside of the boot again. He's just doing outside boot for every single game now. They'll want to Gakpo a little bit. Was it? No, it was Diaz.
Diaz, he got his chest, it went away.
And he saw Diaz let the control get away from him, didn't he? And then he wanted the penalty. He wanted the penalty. But it was the pass from Salah. Incredible. And I think Trent, defending wise as well, was incredible. I think the whole defense was fantastic today. I think Trent got beaten quite easily by Doku a little bit later on, a couple of times, but wingers like Doku was going to do that with players. Pace them up, then get past players.
If Doku is faster than you, there's a good chance that if he can knock it, he's going to get around you. So I think Scott did the right thing. You brought in a sort of faster, more defensive right back.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Doku didn't still progress, but but like it was a bit more secure. But like kudos to the midfield, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai.
had a great game. Szoboszlai had a great game.
Yeah.
I thought Szoboszlai was our best midfielder.
There was nobody that I think played less than a 7. They're all like the whole team was, I think, at least a minimum of a 7. Like the worst player in our team was a 7. I can't even think who our worst player was. I mean, Kelleher only had one thing to do, so like I'd give him a 6 just because like there was nothing to do. But his passing was good. He wasn't flustered, though. We nearly got in trouble with a pass to Gomez, and then Gomez stuck his foot out, and luckily it broke in our favour. But yeah, like
would it be fair to say? Because obviously we dominated that first half. Now they dominated that second half a little bit, most of the half. Would it be fair to say the difference between the two sides was how strong our defence was and how weak theirs was?
Yes and no. I would say yes, but I would say no because ultimately we created some big chances, and I don't think it was necessarily because of their bad defensive play, though some of it was like comical. But we have a very effective transition and front line that make, excuse my language, shit happen, and it's very difficult to contain those front three, and Szoboszlai then joining, or McAllister then joining, or Gravenberch who glides through the midfield. So yes, you could put some of it down to defensive structure, but I think our front three is better. They've got a killer up front, but like if your wingers are Nunes, and who was the other one on the right? Before he got hooked, was it Bernardo Silva? Bernardo played in DM.
Played quite deep.
Was Foden?
Foden was Kam. Did Bernardo Silva play on the right when he started? So I think they're Gundogan and then Matheus Nunes.
Nunes was on the left.
Yeah. It could have been Bernardo. But he went then towards the end of the game, Bernardo Silva quite deep. He played really deep.
Yeah, he was playing as DM, and he played a bad ball, and Salah was through 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And should have curled it in. But yeah, I mean, clearly there's some defensive issues, but like the first goal we scored, I'm not sure what a top defense would have been able to do with that. I mean, Carl Walker was a little bit. Yeah, Carl Walker, but like Carl Walker does that a lot. He gets caught out at the back stick quite a lot. So I'm not sure, and he's been like that for years. Recovery pace isn't going to get you out of that because that's just, great pass, great movement. Happened to Trent in the Champions League final against Vinicius Junior, although I'm adamant that was a shot that went across. The second goal, that was comical defending, but like Van Dijk did the same thing with getting caught on the ball.
Yeah.
So I mean, their defense wasn't as good as ours, but I think ultimately we've got a front line that would give most people problems.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole. I think Pep Guardiola got it absolutely wrong today because when you brought Doku and Savinho, I think they're the ones that changed the games in terms of City's creating chances. Obviously, Ireland wasn't doing out. De Bruyne not starting, I think, was huge. I think De Bruyne couldn't really get into the game. By the time De Bruyne came out, it was game over. I'm surprised he brought him in like 9 minutes left, didn't he? Like 2-0 down.
Yeah.
Why has he brought him on this late?
No disrespect to De Bruyne, he's one of the greatest Premier League players of all time, but his legs are gone. And the reason why Pep doesn't play him, because I think his hamstrings are problematic.
Would you play him deeper, Cam? Do you think he should play him deeper?
I play him as a quarterback right now. I do what Gerrard did for Liverpool. But saying that, we conceded 50 goals that season, and Gerrard.
That wasn't Gerrard. we had a back four of like Albert Moreno,
Skirtle, Sissoko,
Mr. Stepover. Who was it now? Who am I thinking of? Cliven. Was it Cliven that season, wasn't it?
No, Cliven came much later. Gerrard was 13-14 when we lost the league to City.
I'm sure when it was DM though. I'm sure Clavan with them. Around then.
Clavan was a Jurgen Klopp signing.
Clavan one. Was it Jurgen Klopp signing?
Yeah, from the guy from Estonia, right?
Yeah, one Jurgen Klopp signing.
He was one of his first.
I need to look that up. There's no way I've seen him at Jurgen Klopp signing. No way. It's with Saka. And Saka went, and then we got Matip. He wasn't a Jurgen Klopp signing. I'm not having that. Cam. I'll have to have a look at that again.
Clavan, he came in
That's
2016, 2007. I thought he was all right. I mean, he's not great, but Clavan.
He was not right. Anyway, going forward, guys, we top of the league. I mean, top of the league, 9 points clear of Arsenal and Chelsea. Actually, by the way, Man City are now outside the top four. They're now 5th behind Brighton, and I think they've got Forest midweek. I want to say, Man City. So it's not looking good for Man City at the moment. And the Liverpool fans were singing Pep. You're getting sacked in the morning to Pep. Pep's job could be in trouble, if we're really honest. He's never been in trouble in his life, but it could be in. But let's enjoy it as we are, Reds, because we are top of the league. Who gives a shit about Man City? Let's enjoy this win. Let's enjoy the week. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though. We're still saying like it's a long season. I still think I said Arsenal win the league at the start of the season, and I still think Arsenal are our biggest threat. I know Arsenal fans didn't want to see Liverpool as a big threat, but I do see Arsenal our biggest threat. But I think they're more complete of a team than Man City right now.
Chelsea are quite tasty.
Chelsea are looking tasty, but the only problem with Chelsea is the fact that they've been there in recent years. So it's a long season, and they do need to defend better. But it was a good result today against Chelsea against Aston Villa. But Liverpool are favourites right now. We are, and it's easy to say that we are favourites right now.
Clavan joined in 2016 for 4.2 million.
Wow, it must have been a short stint then.
2 years, basically. He left in 2018.
Yeah.
Scored a goal as well in the Premier League. 39 performances, Premier League games and 1 goal.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Over 2 years. Not too bad.
But yeah, shocking signing. I don't know how we signed him. But yeah, fantastic, Reds. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy tonight. Enjoy the week. Please stay tuned for this because me and Kam are going to do a Salah special in a moment. We will be out tomorrow. This is out obviously after the Man City game. Get your notification bells on because we're going to have videos out tomorrow and every single day this week. We've got a special Talking Rivals coming out this week as well with an Arsenal fan, Man United fan, Chelsea fan coming on as well. We're going to talk title race with all these and have a proper good banter possibly between us all. And yeah, so get your notification bells on, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and top of the league, Reds. Enjoy.